question can be rewritten as the sum of first n natural numbers. We are going to learn how the algorithm and how the flowchart is written. Okay. So the natural numbers, right? So 1 plus 2 plus, say we have to get the output like the question will ask how many numbers you should have to be added, and I am giving the limit as 5. Then the output will be 50. How? That is 1 plus, right? It will give the output as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus and 5. So the sum will be 5 plus 4, 9, 3, 12, 14 and 15. So we have to find the sum of first 5 natural numbers. Then the output will be like this. And the answer will be 50. Okay, 50. So the limit is given here and the result is given here. We have to find how this program works according to an algorithm. Okay. Let me erase all these things. Okay. So here is the step 1. Step 1 is about starting, right? Every algorithm starts with the step 1, that is start, right? Now the second one is the input, the value of n. So at first we have already said that we have to find the sum of 5 natural numbers. So that the count will be stored here in the n value will be 5. Now I equal to 1, sum equal to 0. Why this is needed? That is, if we have to find the sum of the first 5 natural number, we have to add 1, we have to add 2, we have to add 3, then we have to add 4, right? We have to add 5. For that, first of all, we are declaring a variable, say I equal to 1. Then, now, if this step is going to execute it, that is I equal to I plus 1, then the value of I will be what? 2, right? Now, again I equal to I plus 1, that means 1, 2 becomes 3, then 4, then 5. But this has a tendency like I becomes 5 to 6, 6 to 7, but we should need only 5 numbers. That means we have to stop this program when it reaches the 5, that is our limit. For that, so first of all we are declaring a variable I equal to 1 for getting each number, and then sum equal to 0, that we have to add these numbers, right? For that we are declaring another variable sum as 0. Now this is the condition, that is if I is greater than n, then go to step 8, which is a step that is display the value of sum. Okay, so this step is here, right? Okay, so here is the step 9, that is stop. Okay, so here comes, that is the I is greater than 1. First of all, the I value is 1, and 1 is why 1 is greater than 5, our limit? No, right? So then what will happen is that this step will be executed. Okay, 1 is not greater than n, therefore we should not go to step 8, but we have to go to step 5. Okay, and here it is given as sum equal to sum plus I. So this is I, right? Sum equal to sum plus I. So first of all we initialized the sum as 0, right? And now sum equal to sum plus I, that means 0 plus, first of all the sum value is 0 and the I value is 1, right? So now the sum value will be 1. So here the sum value will be 1. Now I equal to I plus 1, that is 1 becomes 2, right? 1 becomes 2. Okay, 2. Then what happens? Go to step 4. That is, in the step 4, is 2 greater than 5? No, right? Therefore, this step will be executed where sum equal to sum plus I. Now, the previous step we got the sum value as 1, and then 1 plus sum plus I. I has the value now 2, right? We have incremented it here. So 1 plus 2, which we will get as 3, right? Now the sum value is 3. Now the sum value is 3 and I value is 2, right? Now what happens? I equal to I plus 1, that is 2 becomes 2 plus 1, that is 3. Is 3 greater than n? No, right? Therefore here comes, that is sum equal to sum plus I. So now the sum value is 3, right? So 3 plus the I value is also 3, right? So the value will be 6. And then what happens? The I is incremented to 4, right? I equal to I plus 1 means 3 plus 1, 4, right? So this is counted, and then yes, 3 plus 4, 1, that is 4. Is 4 greater than n? No, right? Therefore sum equal to sum plus I. Now the sum is 6 and 6 plus 4, that is 10, right? Now what happens? Yeah, now I becomes 5, right? I becomes 5. Is 5 less than n? Is 5 greater than 5? Already we have set the n value as 5. We are taking as an example, okay? So already we have taken n value as 5. So is 5 greater than 5? The condition is false, right? Not 5 is not greater than 5, it is equal. So this condition is not there. So we will execute same step. That is, now the sum value is 10 and what happens? 10 plus now, and the I value is 5, right? And we will get 15. Okay, so then what happens? We can see that here the 5, I equal to 5 and 5 is incremented to 6, right? There comes the go to step 4. Is 6 greater than 5? It is true, right? Then here says that go to step 8. And what is the step 8? Display the value of sum. Sum value is displayed and sum value is 15 and we get the value 15. And then what happens? The step 9, which is stop. That is step 9, that is stop. That means our program is completed. So whatever we give the limit here until that the I is incremented and the sum is counted. Okay, so this is the simple program, sorry, simple algorithm for to find the sum of series of first n natural numbers. And this is the flow chart. So what is the difference between flow chart and algorithm? Actually, the algorithm is the blueprint of a program, whereas the flowchart means what? The flowchart means the graphical representation of the each program steps is known as the flowchart, right? So first step is start, then input the value of n, and here we are declaring I as 1 and sum as 0, and here the condition we have previously seen, like, okay, so step 4, if I greater than n. So here comes a condition, right? For a condition or for a decision to be taken, we will choose a rhombus, okay? A rhombus. So a rhombus is taken and is I greater than n? No. Then what happens? Sum equal to sum plus I. Okay, sum plus I, and then I equal to I plus 1 and what the stop. No, I equal to I plus 1. And it will be continued till the I value is less than or equal to n. When the I will be greater than n, what will happen? This condition will be executed, that is print sum, that we will get the 15, right? And the 15 is displayed, that is the stop. Okay, so this is the algorithm. Thank you.